guys, welcome to day 4 of the Unit 9 General Angles with Radian Measurement. Just a reminder that today is the day we are going to retake Unit 7. So if you filled out the Google form, you need to make sure that you are on Zoom. It's the message that we always do for Trig. That's the code at 9 a.m. and I will send you the test. Also, I sent you an email yesterday about the details of it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do how do you find the 6 trig functions when given a point. Okay, so before we get started on that, what we do need to do is kind of review Pythagorean theorem just to kind of recall it. So remember that Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And we're going to do number 2 right here. So my 2 legs are 6, so 6 squared plus 8 squared equals my hypotenuse, which is c squared, okay? 6 squared is 36 plus 64 equals c squared. So 100 equals c squared. I square root both sides, and c equals 10. So my 2 side lengths are 6 and 8, and my hypotenuse is 10. You're going to be doing that over and over and over again. We're identifying the 6 trig functions today. So I just wanted to kind of recall that a little bit. So here we go. Here are the notes for today. Here's the primary thing of what we're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an angle in standard position, which we should all feel comfortable because we've done that in radian measurement and degree measurements now. We're going to give us a point. So they're going to give us an XY point and the terminal side, okay? And it's where it intersects a circle. So the point XY is where the radius kind of that line intersects the circle. And then they want us to identify the 6 trig functions. Well, what you might be looking at, you might be seeing this right here and say, okay, I'm a little bit confused. Now I have to learn all things about another set of SOHCAHTOA. Absolutely not, you don't. You can definitely memorize what I just highlighted in red. But what I like to do is I like to keep it the same as SOHCAHTOA. So we all are comfortable with this, so why not keep with it, okay? And some of you guys are saying, okay, but I don't know how that translates to a triangle. Well, let's look at this triangle. So x and y. So this is my x-axis, right? So this is my x-axis, and this is my y-axis. So if I'm doing this triangle, this is my x, and this is my y, like my 2 sides. And then I'm going to be finding my r, which is my hypotenuse. The given angle is always right here. So that's always going to be your given angle. So my x is always going to be my adjacent. My y is always going to be my opposite. And my r is always going to be my hypotenuse. Always, 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 always. So x is your a, y is your o, r is your h. And if you look at that compared to the rules that they gave us, you'll see they match up exactly with SOHCAHTOA. So you really don't have to learn something new. It's really just SOHCAHTOA done a different way on a standard position circle. Okay? So let's do one of these and let's see what we do. I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised. They're pretty good with these. So it says, let -4, 3 be a point on the terminal side of the angle in standard position. Great. Okay. So what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to label everything. So I have my triangle. Okay. So this is going to be -4, which we know is my A. This is going to be 3, which we know is my O. And I need to find my H. Okay. And again, I like to stay consistent. So I'm just going to use SOHCAHTOA to find my first 3 trig functions, and then to find the other ones, what we talked about that first week. So first thing first, I got to find my h. So I'm going to do 3 squared plus -4 squared equals c squared. And it's perfectly fine that we have a negative number there. A negative number squared is going to be positive. So I get 9 plus 16 equals c squared. So 25 equals c squared, so c equals 5. So my h is 5. So I know 3, -4, 5. Beautiful. I know AHO. I'm just going to plug it into SOHCAHTOA. And now I'm going to find my trig functions. So sine of the given angle is opposite over hypotenuse. Done. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And then tangent of my given angle is opposite over adjacent. So I'm just going to make that whole fraction negative because the negative can go on the bottom, the top, or out front. We just know 3/4 is negative. So we have my 3 trig functions that I'm most comfortable with. So now let's do the inverse one. So sine goes with cosecant, and I'm going to flip the fraction. Cosine goes with secant, and it's still going to be negative, but it's going to be 5/4. And then tangent goes with cotangent, still going to be negative, but 4/3. And I have identified my 6 trig function based on an angle given to me in standard position. So you're going to see a couple of these in your homework. Again, use Pythagorean theorem to find the hypotenuse, your missing side, and then just find your 6 trig functions like we did the first week. If you have any questions, make sure you log on to Zoom or feel free to email me. Have a great week, guys. We have one more week of trigonometry. We're going to talk about unit circle next week. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.